this new AI, the new way to generate leads.
Yeah.
Ready to rock and roll on it. So it's gonna be some fun. All right. So first off, just so you know, and we'll get into kind of, we're gonna try to make this as fast as possible. We're not gonna have a lot of fluff. We're not going to talk about, we're just want to get right into the meat. We want to keep it as short as possible. I know everybody's busy. This thing is power packed, and there is no need for us to sell it because it just does what it does. Right. So we're going to talk about the benefits. We're going to show them what it is. We're going to get real brief about ourselves, and then we're going to get right into the actual live demo. And we got something cool for you for free we're going to give away that you're not going to want to miss. All right. So let's get into it right now, and we'll get this sucker on the road. New way to generate leads. Artificial intelligence.
It's the way to go.
AI. It's kind of taken over. It's like become the conversation. You got Microsoft, you got all these things coming out there talking about it. So what is the benefit of this?
Oh, yeah. So you reduce your cost of lead, which is unbelievable, right? You're going to reduce your lead per deal, which that one statistic by itself
leads per deal,
right? And you can increase your average deal size, and you're going to see exactly what that does for profitability. You reduce your marketing spend significantly, and actually make more money, which is unheard of. Reducing marketing and making more money.
Yeah, usually it's the correlation. The more you spend, the more you make. With this, you can spend less and make more. And we'll show you proof of what that looks like.
Yes, increase annual profit percentage. And then set and forget 24/7 lead generation. Really, a person working for you 7 days a week, 24 hours.
Yeah, it's amazing. Great. All right, so everyone's familiar with OpenAI, right? OpenAI, ChatGPT.
It's all over.
Right. So let's just talk about what that is and what it looks like. So I want to give you an idea if you're not familiar with ChatGPT, right? GPT. So ChatGPT, you can put in like this, so we got this property right here. We got it under contract, sold it, and this is an RBP deal where we sold it to a retail buyer. And we'll talk about this here in a second. But if I go back over here, and if I say, write a property description to sell this property in Ohio and press enter, that means everybo's on this thing right now.
Refresh that sucker.
Yeah. So so if I
write a description, right? Property description. Yeah.
To sell there. All right. So what it will do is it will actually look for it'll write, and this is how,
it's really good.
This is how we are writing our descriptions for our properties.
Great.
Yeah. And which is amazing.
I'm gonna save so much time.
Yeah, and it's actually good.
Yeah, it pulls the best points out.
Yep.
Right.
So it types that property, puts it out there for you, and it's pretty cool. So what's cool about this AI here is that it's doing a lot of things. Now Microsoft, invested billions of dollars in this platform, and there's a lot of people talking about it, about how this OpenAI is going to change the way things are done. Google's actually nervous because now it could take over Google, and once they make all the information real time, it's going to be absolutely amazing. So we're in the infancy of what's that talking about. But when you take artificial intelligence, meaning you can even get, down in the description. I mean, I had this, my daughter's like a songwriter in Nashville, and she's going to Belmont University, and I, said, so we were playing with it, and I put in there, I was on Zoom with her when she was in Nashville, we put in, write a song for X, and it actually wrote a complete song, and it was good.
Wow.
It was actually good, which was amazing. So ChatGPT, so what does this look like? We're going to show you how we take the basically intelligence, OpenAI concept, and match it with personal to generate higher quality leads in the business. All right. So first off, if you don't know who Corey is, who's Corey?
My name's Corey Boatwright. I've been a real estate investor for, well over 15 years now. And it's just been amazing. Real estate investing has really changed up my life. I own apartments, I have self-storage. I've been doing investing inside of greater Oklahoma City for probably 10 of those 5 15 years. And then within the last few years, really started to go national because of you.
Yeah.
And Sean's been instrumental in helping me really start buying. So last year, I think we closed in almost 30 different states. And so we really have been looking at what is the best way to get leads.
Yeah.
And really watch your marketing dollars. So, but my wife and I, we have two stepkids, Chloe and Nick. Chloe is just getting ready to graduate, and Nick is at OU studying to be a cardiologist. Great kids.
Nice.
And so it's been awesome. Real estate's been awesome. And you and I have known each other through an event through real estate.
Yep. Through event through real estate. We went to
who's Sean Terry?
Yeah, who should? Well, I'll be real quick. God-loving family man of 2 beautiful daughters, happily married for 26 years, been flipping houses now for 19 years. So literally, I've seen every marketing, a lot of things I've introduced to the marketplace over the years. Transact over $350 million in deals, currently flip anywhere from 15 to 20 plus deals a month. I have a team here local in Phoenix, Arizona. We do deals nationally all across the entire country.
Yeah.
I mean, we literally just hired 2 people this week. We're constantly hiring, looking for incredible people. I've got an awesome team that goes out there and crushes it. I mean, literally, I was just talking to one of our acquisition reps, and we're working on a deal right now, which is $1 million deal.
$1 million spread.
$1 million spread
Can't
on
wait
this
to see that
particular
one.
deal in California. So we're working on that one.
Awesome.
Got another one. It's a $300,000 spread in California working on. So a lot of good things. What's is great about this business? I own apartments too.
We own some apartments together.
Yeah, we own some apartments together, building mini storage. And we've been doing real estate for a very, very long time, and love this business and always looking for the cutting edge.
Yes.
And it's all about metrics and KPIs. And those KPIs are critically important. And we're going to talk about what those are. Now, stay on to the end. We're going to give you an actual PayPC calculator. And this calculator will enable you to work with your budgets and see what the return on investment is based upon your KPIs. So we're going to talk about those KPIs, and we're going to get into what those KPIs are. So here's the biggest problem right now.
Great gift.
First off, a lot of people don't, when it comes to marketing, every marketing channel has specific KPIs. Direct mail has a response rate, and you got leads coming in, and then you got, how many leads per contract that you have. You have texting, and texting is right now is something I believe you can't scale to a certain level because there's a lot of regulations. I mean, we just saw one of our friends that got, a huge lawsuit for doing $2 million lawsuit that coming in for doing, type of cold calling and texting, ringless voicemail and stuff like that. So
be careful.
So that has changed in the industry with the new laws and stuff. So you got to be very careful on how that's done. So, but if you talk to the top wholesalers in the industry, they basically scale their business on 3 marketing channels. Right? It's pay-per-click advertising. That's Google or Bing or some sort of pay-per-click, which we're going to talk about here. Direct mail, right? Which is huge. Direct mail is scalable, especially nationally. You can do, you can scale it. I mean, you could do hundreds of thousands, if not millions of mailers all over the entire country. Right. And the third one is TV. Right? And TV is there's a barrier of entry because you have to make the videos and get on the thing. You have to buy your advertising and stuff like that.
Great exposure, though.
Yeah, great exposure, but those are the 3. Now, each one of those come with metrics, right? And what we're looking at here is how can this AI help us achieve better metrics in our business? Business is all about numbers. Now, I don't know where you are in your business. You could be brand new, right? They could be brand new, and you're just looking as a side hustle to look to do
there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that whatsoever.
Yeah, looking to do 1 to 2 extra deals a year. And if you do a deal that's a $7,000 deal, $10,000 deal on average, you do 2 a year, that's a $20,000 increase, right? So there's some people right now that are brand new, and this AI is going to be able to help them generate higher quality leads for less money. Right? Which is important.
Incredible.
Because you want to be able to do that. And we're going to show you actually how and why this works with the metrics we're talking about. And maybe you're not tracking, and maybe if you are brand new and you're watching this right now, and I've just got to tell you, this business is all about numbers. So the sooner you can start tracking, if you bought any of my courses, previously, even RBP, and of course is I am very big on tracking and knowing your numbers, because that is how you make intelligent decisions in your business. So what you're going to do, pay-per-click advertising, which is better, producing the highest revenue. You got to kind of look at the difference between those two. So maybe you've done some deals before, you've been in the business for a year or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 years and whatever, and you've done deals and you're making $50, $80, $90, $100,000 a year, and you really want to scale your business to the next level. Well, first off, I could say numbers drive everything. It gives you the confidence to hire people in the business, and it will take you to the next level to where you have the ability to hire more people. This business, I can tell you, if I was going to put everything, it's about you personally, your morning rituals, what you believe in, where your thermostat is set. When we talk to, like Ed Milet talks about your thermostat.
Right. One more.
People, yeah.
Up, you're right.
All the people you're hanging around with and stuff like that. So you personally, obviously in the business, and then it comes to knowing your numbers, marketing, and hiring. That's it. If you understand those things in a high level, then you can bring this business to whatever level you want.
Truly.
To be able to make it happen. So,
Right.
so if you're just making it maybe 50, 100, 150,000, 200,000 a year, and you're a solopreneur and you want to turn around and scale it, this is going to be important, because we're going to talk about right now the metrics behind it and why it's so important for your bottom line profitability, whether you're a business owner. Now, you might be a baller, you might be doing a bunch of deals, and you're going to look at what we're talking about and our metric numbers, and you're going to be, oh my gosh, this is stupid. This is an absolutely no-brainer. So first off, let's talk about this right here, right? The biggest problem generating leads is leads per deal, right?
Huge.
Leads per deal is a conversion metric number, and I can tell you that number impacts, along with cost per lead, right, your overall business profitability like I've never seen before. So we're actually going to take you and just let's look at real quick, this number right here. So we got leads per deal. That's this number. So here's basically a revenue matrix, right? These are your 3 KPIs. This is your ROI, and we're assuming it's a solo. We also have one for like a team member and stuff like that. And we got some really advanced type of things too. I could show you like projection sheets, and per total, it's like crazy stuff. But anyway, so the bottom line is we got this, and we got leads per deal. So let's say you got an average deal size of 7,000. We'll talk about that in a second. Leads per contract, leads per deal is 30. And then you got $200, which is pretty much an average cost per lead in this market. You can just go on your website where you can buy leads, and stuff. It's about $200.
Right.
So what if, and here's the money, right? So look at this. With these metrics right here, your goal is 100,000, right? You got to do 14 deals, 14 leads a week you need. You need basically 14 deals to close, paid deals to make 100,000. At $7,000, you'll make $14,000 on 100,000. So so you generated 100 grand, but you made. So how you doing?
You kept.
What you kept. So maybe you're in the business and you're going, hey, I want to crank it out, but you don't know your metrics, and you are paying $200 a lead, and it is taking you 30 leads to close the deal, and your average deal size is 7,000. And it's interesting, I spoke at the Phoenix RIA recently, and they asked a question about your average deal size. Get to what the average deal size was.
I don't have any idea.
$7,000.
Oh my gosh, are you kidding me?
$7,000.
Low. I would think that's low.
I know, $7,000.
Wow.
All right, so if we look at this right here, so if we take this and we go to 40, 10 more, maybe, now so you don't numbers, what happens to your profitability?
40 leads per contract.
40 leads per contract at $200. Now you're spending 114. You made 100 and you lost 14 grand.
You lost 14 grand.
Right, you lost 14 grand just with that number right there.
You have a negative ROI.
Yeah. So you made no money, right? So now we go to this one right here. We go, okay, cost per lead is getting higher in the business because inflation, right? Cost per lead. So
Right.
let's say we go to 220 cost per lead. Now you lost 25. So you're trying to generate 100. You did generate 100,000, but you lost 25,000 doing it. And you're wondering, where's all the money at the end of the day?
Where's it go?
Right?
Right.
So, and then we can also obviously talk about average deal size, right? Average deal size is getting smaller, right? And
especially with a lot of cash investors drying up,
right,
which is why RBP is so important.
Now, yeah, so you look, yeah, exactly. You're looking at that happen. So average deal size is getting small. Profitability is under pressure.
Yes.
So the question is, what's your edge? What is going to get these numbers to change? What can we do? And I constantly ask that question. I'm literally, on our screen, you saw my dashboards and stuff like that in our business.
That's a lot.
We're constantly saying, what can we do to get a lower cost per lead? What can we do get a high, all of that to get an edge in this business to be able to do it. So my question to you is this, what is your edge in your business, right? What is your edge? What's your edge you're gonna do it? So let's just go back real quick, and we'll go back to our fun little spreadsheet right here. We'll talk about, and let's say you increased your average deal size to say $12,000. Okay, now we're making some money. That one number, because that's
little change,
and that's all about the quality of the lead and the basically what the information they're giving you, right? Okay, so now we go back right here, and I go, say, what if we can get say 32 leads per deal?
8 less,
right?
Yeah.
Or you get like 23 leads per deal.
Woo, now you're talking.
Now, what if you take your cost per lead down to say $94?
Oh goodness.
Right.
Oh goodness.
Now, same exact business. You did the same thing. You reduced your marketing expense. You still made 100,000, but now you kept 81,000. You kept literally over 80%. Now you're running a business where your profit margin is 80%. So let me ask you a question. Are you in this business to do deals, or are you in this business to make a profit?
Make a profit, baby.
Yeah, make a profit. So what impacts your profit is these numbers that we just talked about right here. These numbers, I'm telling you, know them, learn them. I don't know how long I've been preaching it, but you got to know them. All right. So that is absolutely huge. Those are the big problems in the business. Now I want to show you something, and I'm going to show you the difference between AI and without AI.
This is so exciting. If you're not paying attention right now, really start paying attention. This is big.
Right, so I'm going to show you what's the difference between AI and I'll just do 150 right here. So this is the difference. So this is a test, right? Because what I told you, I test everything. He brought it to me, and he's like, "Oh my gosh, we gotta do this. It's incredible." Da da da. It's like I don't do anything. I don't want to talk to the public about anything unless I do it. I prove it and it works for me. So this is my proving that it works for me, and here's what it looks like. Right, so here's the thing. August to October, 24 deals signed, 700,000 in revenue, 179 in marketing spend, 52 leads per deal, cost 141, 29,000 average deal size. So our average deal size was good. Our cost was not bad. Our leads per deal was terrible, right? And 179 and 701. So these are the numbers August to October. Now, this is November 9th to January 31st.
Yeah, the first one's without AI.
Right. This is without AI, without your AI that you brought to me. And with AI, same thing. Nothing has changed. The only difference is just a script, which we're going to talk about, and we're going to show you what this script is and what it does.
Big difference.
But you got to look at this. It's a script, and it's AI. So now, signed deals 31 versus 24. Same marketing. We made $1,045,000 versus 701. 113,000 in marketing spend versus 179.
Wow, drop.
32 leads per deal. That's quality of the leads versus 52. Cost per lead to 94 versus 41. Average deal size went up 33 to 29. So here is the difference using AI. We signed 7 more deals, right? Our revenue went up $344,000. Our marketing spend went down.
It's incredible.
$66,000.
Big deal. Wow.
Our leads
big
per
deal.
contract went down $20. Our cost per lead went down $46.89.
Incredible.
Our average deal size went up for $4,512. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you this bottom section here, and this bottom section is taking the current numbers and projecting over a 12-month period and what that looks like. So what happens is we will close 29.92 more deals.
30 more
right?
deals, right.
30 more deals. It will increase revenue 1.23 million.
Wow.
And it will decrease marketing 243,000, $250,000.
Jeez, yes.
And its profit increase of 1.3 million, profit margin increase of 41.94%. Now, look at this spreadsheet right here. This one is a side-by-side comparison. We get average deal size, leads per contract. This is like a daily cost spend. You know, this could be editable. But for me, it's like, 450, 94 cost per lead. We got a lead viability percentage of let's call it 58. And ours is actually 64 right now. So if you go 64% and 50 closing percentage, our closing percentage is about 58%. 20 leads per deal, right? I mean, let's say 20. We give 20 leads per rep, and let's say we have 10 reps. We just hired 2 more.
Yep.
So now we do that, and look at what happens, right? A 67% margin, and here's the numbers before, right? So we're taking previous numbers, right? Previous numbers right here, right? And we're projecting them forward over 12 months. And we take that out, and look what happens. 29,000, 52 leads per deal, 141 cost per lead, same closing percentage, right? Or whatever, let's go 64. 64, and then we'll do 58, right? So it's the same. 20, 10, right? And scroll all the way down. Look at that profit margin.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Right. Yeah. So the difference is dramatic. You make 4 million versus, and you make $1 million here and 4 million here, right? So your total revenue is 3 million, or total cost is 2 million. So you still make $1 million on this model, but here you make at 67% margin versus here, just by having AI in your marketing, in artificial intelligence.
Just unbelievable.
Did you see that?
It's another $1 million.
No, it's not million. It's 4 million.
Oh yeah, $4
versus
million.
1 million.
1 million. Right.
That is the difference, and those numbers are those. That's how I track and what we do and how we project our numbers. And we do it on every single month. We track our KPIs. We project our budgets going into the month based upon what's selling, and stuff like that. So we've got this pretty dialed in on tracking. And I'm telling you right now, I don't care if you're a one-person show and you're doing,
Yeah, they can be spending $50 a day.
You're spending you're spending $500 a month on marketing. It doesn't matter. Scalability, it all incremental. You could do 500, you could do 5,000, you could do 50,000. It doesn't matter. It's all the same. You're doing the same work. You're talking to the same sellers. You're making the same offers. You're getting properties under contract. Why not get more, get better deals, do more deals for whatever cost? It doesn't matter whether 50 grand, 5 grand, or 500. Which is awesome. Is amazing. All right. So again, let's just recap, Corey, the benefits again. What? So the benefits is you get a lower cost per lead, right? You reduce the leads per deal, increase your average deal size, have a better profit, and you get 24. So now we're going to demo REI chat leads. This is where we're going to get into the meat. Here's where we are right here. REI chat leads. So we're going to get into this right here. So let's look at what the heck REI chat leads is. So what the heck is REI chat leads? Right. So we're going to go in, and we're going to go into Corey's site right here. And I'm going to go to the screen, and I'm going to refresh, right?
There you go.
This is Corey's site right here. We're going to take it. Now, this right here,
Hannah,
is a script.
Right.
A little simple code that you put on your site, but there's a lot behind that script, isn't there?
A ton behind it. Years behind that script.
Years behind that script, yeah.
And conversion metrics behind that
Conversion metrics, real life people along with AI.
Yes, live people, not just a bot live person behind that.
Yeah, so
Yes.
people, and we're going to do a comparison of other chat bots versus this, because there is live human interaction people, and we're going to show you here in a second. But the bottom line is this, is that imagine having artificial intelligence, AI, combined with a sales floor of people
Yes.
that are working for you on your behalf that you don't have to pay for, that work 24/7.
Unbelievable.
So imagine having a complete sales floor, a sales floor of people. Picture a room of people that are all sitting here manning the computers, and when the AI, they come in, they can step in on conversations and talk to people and lead the conversation, and it's amazing, and it's all kept and tracked within this system. And they communicate, and the conversion rate and the lead quality is amazing. We're going to show you proof here in a second, but let's just go through here real quick.
Right.
Corey, I'm going to let you take over.
Sure.
So Corey's going to basically take over here.
Yeah.
And he's going to have a conversation with this chat bot.
So I'm just going to say hi. So it changed over here to Nicole, now live agent. We wait around. So hi. So basically what we're looking at here is an interaction. So imagine, right, that most websites you come to are all dead, right? They just don't have any kind of personality or any kind of interaction with them. You're expecting somebody to click on a link or something along that lines. This is interactive, where they're going to be able to come to you and say, hey, how can I help you? What do you need help with here? So here we go. All right, I'm happy to help you. How do I pleasure chat with today? So basically, you're going to build this relationship. And the goal here is for the chat to move it from transactional, Sean, to relational. Cool. That's really important here. So say, hey, I'm pleasure of speaking with. This is Bob, right? I'm Bob today. Yep. He's going to basically ask me, have I submitted my information on the website yet? I can say, no, I haven't. And the interesting thing is that you're not always going to speak to Nicole, every time you come onto the website. You're going to have different reps that work there. So that is going to be important here. How may I assist you? Say, can you buy my house? Sure, she's on the ball. Oh, yeah, sure, man. I know the complete address of the property you're looking to sell. 1, 2, 3, 4, anywhere, or Anytime Street. Anytime Street. Now, what's interesting about this, right, is most of the time bots will just, a lot of times bots will just, basically answer back robotically, right? But if I put something in here like, let me show you something like, the address, I put the address, let me put something in here to show you that she actually has some empathy. All right, how soon are you looking to sell your property? You can say, well, I lost my mom last week. I need to sell it fast. Right? Now, a bot is just going to be super robotic. They're not going to have any kind of empathy, anything like that. When you have a live person that's also manning the back end of this, you're going to see that, again, you're going to move from transactional over to relational, and you're going to see that from her response. So check this out. So again, I just typed, well, I lost my mom last week. I need to sell fast. Now look what she's going to type. So I'm sorry to hear that. We can certainly try to help you with that. So I'm sorry to hear that. So a bot is not going to tell you, I'm sorry to hear that. They're going to say, hey, let's move on with it, right? This is building empathy and building rapport with your motivated seller. I'm sorry to hear that. We can certainly try to help you with that. How much do you think it's worth? Let's say it's worth $500,000. All right, how much are you asking for it? So I'm going to say I'm asking $400,000. All right, asking $400,000. And then continue with the conversation here, because the way that we have these questions, whenever people are typing in certain things, they're going to continue to do everything they can to get your information from you before you leave the site. What's very important is that most of the time, like 70% of the time, you can see this as a standard on Google. A lot of people come to a website, they bail. You lose them completely, right? So imagine 7 out of 10 people that come to your website, you completely lost them. If you paid for them to come, that's just money gone. She says, okay, sure thing. I recommend you speak with one of our property experts to review your request to recommend possible options moving forward. What phone number and email would be the best to follow up with you, right? So she's trying to get contact information before you leave. That way you can contact and follow back up, right? So I say, okay, 405-555-3323. It's something like that. And then let me just put the phone number and let's see what she says. Dun. Thanks. Do you have an email as well as I can include with the information? Sure. I'm gonna put, what did I say my name was? Bob?
Yeah, Bob.
Bob.
Hi, Bob.
Bob123 yikes at yahoo.com. Hopefully there's nobody named Bob123yikes at yahoo.com. They're just going to get an email.
Yeah, they're gonna email him.
What the heck? Who's Nicole? I don't have a house. All right. Thanks, Bob. May I have your last name as well, right? So she's making sure that she follows the protocol from the script that we have set up according to the way the different questions are asked. So how may I have your last name as well? I can say yikes or yikesy. Yikey.
Schmidget.
Smidget. Yikey. All right, let's continue. See what she says. Thank you. I'll have everything I need to give one of our property experts. You'll hear back 24 hours at minimum, but it's usually much sooner than that. Is there anything else I can help you with? No, thank you. And then she is going to end in the chat from there. And then that lead is also going to be sent right over to an email, Sean.
I'm going to put it in the chat for you guys. I'm going to stick that link in the chat so you guys can actually check it out. So you guys can, let me see if I can log in here. Did I put that in the chat? All right,
maybe ask Chelsea to do it.
Yeah, so Chelsea, put this link, House King Home Buyers. It's House King Home Buyers.
House Kings.
HouseKingsHomebuyers.com. Yep. And then if you guys are watching right now, without being streamed, you can mess around with the chat and ask it questions like, do you sell fast? Can you buy it fast? Are you guys buy it? Are you going to give me a lowball offer? I lost my, my house is fire burned. Do you deal with fire burned houses?
I'm in
foreclosure. Right. How can you help me? So all these things are in here with a live person plus scripted AI that will allow you to basically create a storefront where there's actually someone that can basically, greet a person. It's almost like, it's funny. We're talking about when we're doing this. It's like this. It's like imagine walking into Mattress Kings, a storefront, or landing on a website and it's stagnant with nothing going on, and nothing's happening. But you walk in like this. You walk into Mattress King, nothing's going on, and what happens?
Nobody says anything to you.
Nobody happens.
They don't. Yeah, nothing.
Right. So let me show you proof of some of these leads. Well, I'm going to tell you what happens, and we'll tell you here in a second, right here. But people bounce. This is what you call your bounce rate. What are you losing? So you're losing people that walk into your storefront. No one greets them. They look around and they leave. Right? They leave.
Right.
So imagine if you're going on now on a website where now, like this, you land on a storefront, you look around, and someone greets you at the front door.
Absolutely.
Someone greets you, hey, how can I help you? And you can put the information. So does this work?
Well, and as you're talking to them, they know the questions that you're likely to ask.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So here is all the chat leads that have come in for my company since the use right here. We got the test. First one is on the 9th of November. And these leads have come in. And
look at all those leads, man.
All these leads have come in on chat. So now let's just click, have some fun. Click on this one that came in. Doesn't have an asking price, worth 125, wants to sell ASAP, right? Let's look at this one. It's asking price 45, it's worth 49. Okay, great. This one, it's asking
1.6.
1.6, doesn't know what it's worth.
Washington.
Right? Worth 6. Now, this one's interesting, I think. This guy has 2 houses.
Oh, wow.
Right? I don't know. Or I'd like 6. No, this is the different. We had one in Ohio. This was in Ohio. So I'm just gonna look at this one. Worth 225. Estimated worth 280. We've got you. Yeah. I mean, I'm just going through 69. Wants 69.5. So this guy wants retail. So we call him up and say, hey, listen, we don't do retail deals, right? Worth 125. Estimated worth 120. Right? You know, so worth 800, asking price 800, worth 622.
Some of those too.
Yeah, they come in. They don't know on that one. This one right here, worth 180. Yeah, right here, 235. So you get a really good skate, right? 280, worth 350. Want to close 30 days. Yep. This one doesn't know, wants 70,000 ASAP, right? And
but you're not losing the lead.
Look at this one. Asking price 36, worth 110 in Rockingham, North Carolina.
Yeah.
Right? So this property right here, right? So it's like this one, 36, 110. I just did that one right here. I don't know, worth 80 to 260.
That's a big gap.
That's a big gap, right? So has no clue. 230, 230. But what happens is our team is crushing on these properties. I'm going to give you some example deals that come in, but all these have come in and we're closing more deals off chat than we are on a normal basis where they just actually call or they fill out a form. The leads are coming in like that.
Right, and it's a live person. I want to make sure it's a live person behind the AI technology that is answering it 24/7, unlimited leads that come through. You're not charged per session. You are having a live person that
works for you.
Yeah,
right.
It works for you.
Right. So imagine walking into a store, nobody's there to greet you. Right? What's going to happen is they're going to bounce out of the store. They're going to jump off your website. And this is an industry of 1.3 billion site-wide sessions, 50.9%.
Yeah, there it is, right
are
there.
leaving off your website. So now imagine you go in and you've got
the House King.
The House King or the Mattress King.
Mattress King.
That is there with you to greet you. You probably wish they weren't there to greet you, but now they are there to greet you.
That guy's actually funny. He swings his arm. He's funny.
Yeah. So here's the interesting part. So you've spent a lot of time, and there's 2 components to this AI bot. There's 2 components. First off, it's a script that goes in your website. It integrates with every platform and every CRM, which is amazing. And it's a done-for-you integration. You don't have to go figure it out yourself and have to get your leads to pump to your site. But what makes this incredibly different, and that makes it different from any other bot service out there, this is the difference. And I want you to listen because this is really important. Because there's scripting and live people behind it. That makes the difference. Because if you go, and we've researched, and well, at least I've researched, we've researched together, but I looked at all the other quote unquote live chat bots that are out there. And you can Google them if you want. We've done it all. And we're going to do a comparison. We actually do a comparison of the difference between them.
Yeah, the top 5, I believe.
Yeah, the top 5. And the bottom line is the difference between is you're paying either per session and you have to hire an agent
to man the chat.
Right. That means you have to go hire a VA. Average VA costs anywhere from 10 to $12.50 an hour. You have to manage them 24/7. Now, that means you have to have 4 people that you have to hire to manage a 24/7, 7 days a week schedule. You need someone in the morning, right? You need someone in the day. You have to hit a 24-hour schedule, you have to have 4 people. At $12.50 an hour, right, on 4 people, you're talking $9,000 a month it's going to cost you for labor cost plus You're going to
training and the hours that it takes to train. Yeah.
Plus, you're going to pay on a per agent basis. You're talking another $200, $300, $400 a month.
That's right.
That you're doing it. Now, that's number one, a hired real live person on the back end. And number two is actually the scripting of the AI bot that's put together. Now, here's the best way we can explain it right here, is that when someone types in, how can I help you? There is a response that happens. This response has to be thought out and written, right? What is your property address? Okay, I'm sorry to hear that. What is your asking price? What is your first name? There's a flow of the way the script is done, right? And then there's the variables of how they answer.
Right.
So tell us about that, because you've been working on this for over a year, right? I've just literally signed up, put the script on my site, integrated with our CRM, and we're off to the races.
Correct.
But you had to write this script and test it and prove it and test it and prove it and test it.
Right.
And the first couple of scripts that you had were the
weren't
questions,
good.
They sucked.
They sucked, yeah. So it's iteration after iteration after iteration to get to where we are today, the best of the conversion for the script right now.
Right. So what happens is someone puts in, but what if someone has a mobile home, right? Or what if someone has a multi-unit? Or what if someone has a death in the family? Or what if someone has a fire damaged property?
Right.
What if someone's worried about a lowball offer? What if someone's whatever? Those are all channels that have to be thought out and scripted the best. So, and then the AI will use its intelligence between all the information that comes in to deliver the best answer, to get them to, obviously to get them to get their asking price and their property address and set up, basically talk to an agent.
And the live rep is looking at those.
Yeah, and the live rep is monitoring, looking, and jumping in on certain situations take over.
Right.
So imagine a storefront now you're walking into, there's live people interacting with you and being able to guide you to exactly where you want to go. That is the power of this bot, whether you have an AI tied with actually live people managing it, and nobody in the industry has it. You can look. I've looked all over the place. You have to hire people to manage your own bot. Imagine having people already hired, already trained, already know what to ask, already know everything to generate that lead for you.
Incredible.
At literally a fraction of the cost, which is just amazing. All right, so here's an example deal.
Oh, we get some case studies, right?
Yeah,
yes.
Some bot deals. Yeah. So this one. Now, I just want you to know, it's really important. We put up the actual address right here, right? The address. Most people won't put up an address. They're just going to put up a property. They're just going to put up information. I'm putting up the address, and he has addresses too. He puts up. But the bottom line is in there of transparency, right? I just showed you all the leads that came in. I just showed you now, these are actually real deals that we have recently closed. They have come from chat leads in our business and deals that we've done. So let's look at them right here. So we've got this one right here. You can Google the address, look at it right here. This was a divorce transaction contract we got for $275. We used the RBP.
There you go,
retail buyer program, right? $299 we sold it for. So listen, most wholesalers aren't going to offer that much.
No.
Right?
No, right.
$275 on a $299,000 exit. We still made $19,988. It was a retail buyer, but this property right here. Now look at this. Here is the listing history.
You got some concessions on there too.
Yeah, well, yeah. So we got December 6th, right? We listed at 329, dropped it, 325, dropped it, 314. And this is Jarnell. This is the little tiny, town. 299. We went pending like a week after that, went pending, and then sold and closed February 28th for that particular deal. This
very recent.
This is not a normal closing time. It typically takes 25 to 30 days to get transactions closed. This took a little bit longer price time to get the property closed because it was in such a small town. Here's another one. Seller is moving. This is in Hamlet, North Carolina. We got it for $29K.
Wow. Yeah.
Sold it, listed it on the MLS, sold it for $45K. We made a $23,000 profit, almost
nice.
a 50% deal
yes.
on this one. And look at this right here. We listed it for $68. dropped it to 58, dropped it to 50, went pending, closed it for $45,000 on February 16th on this particular deal. Here's another one right here, Laurel Hill in Thornville, Ohio. Does anybody know where Thornville is?
I don't know where Thornville is.
I don't even know where Thornville is. But Thornville, Ohio is a ways outside, about an hour and a half though, outside of Columbus.
Okay.
There's a death in the family. Contract price for $198, sold for $255. Cash buyer, I think, for this one, $47,000 on this particular deal.
Nice
and
one.
here's literally, it was cash. So it went. Literally, we listed it pending, closed the next. Closed. That was super quick.
Awesome.
Of when we actually. That one's really quick. that was our fastest deal to date.
Yeah.
So the question becomes now, so those are real live deals we close. You can Google the address, you can check them out or whatever. We do assignments on all the deals we do across the country. Most of the deals we do are in smaller small little towns and, outside of North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia. We do Florida.
Yeah,
we
you're
do
national
California.
too. You're all over the place.
All over the place. We do deals all over the place. And what we do is drive traffic to a website and be able to turn around and get leads coming into our business. So the question becomes now, how do you get traffic to your website, right? How do you get traffic to your website? Well, what we do is what's called pay-per-click advertising, right? This is pay-per-click advertising. Someone types in the word, right? And let me show you and give you basically an example what this is. We'll go over here, and we'll go to Google and we go sell my house fast for cash, right? So we type it in. These are ads, ad, right? And this is SEO, right? So you might be ranked for SEO or you might be ranked for this. Right here. So now let me go. No realtor required. Will be any offer by $1,000. I like that ad.
That's great.
Yeah, that's a good ad. Highest cashed offer here, fast, free, and easy. So let's just click these guys. And guess what? You type in an address and you get an offer. You can click a link right there. But guess what? It's a stagnant website.
Nothing.
You walk in and you're walking into a store and
nobody says anything.
There's no greeting, right? Let's see what else they got. Right, let's go to this one. Right here, put the home address in.
I buy AZ, yeah.
Yep, veteran owned, that's cool, I like that. But here's a nice house. I like the cool little typing, easy way to sell your house. I like that, it's really cool. Get my offer. But guess what? You're sitting on a
Nobody's sitting there saying, how can I help you?
No one is in any kind of website, right? Now look at this one, $1,000, beat any offer. Let's see if these guys are on it. Right here. Look at that. We buy houses fast for cash. Get a cash offer. Start here. Sell your house. What do you see?
Phone number. Nothing else.
A stagnant website, right? Just a stagnant website. Let's go out this one.
There's so many leads.
This is Homevestors
that are just bouncing.
Right here. Yep. You can call them. Coming in. Stagnant website. Yeah, you can call it whatever, but guess what? Now you have something like this. You right here. You have what? Right. You have that bounce rate of 50% that we showed you. So the question becomes now, if you're looking at it, what is the best way to learn how to get online, right? Because you do Google AdWords.
Yes.
The most successful real estate wholesalers I know do Google AdWords. They do direct mail and they do TV. So Google AdWords, you got to learn how to do it. The problem with Google AdWords is you have to stuff it with thousands of keywords. We buy houses, sell my house fast, sell my house faster cash, companies that buy houses, we buy ugly houses, whatever. All these different keywords,
right.
And you got to figure out which are the best. And how do you figure out the best?
You find out which ones are converting the best.
Yeah, but how do you do that?
They see the ones that are the highest on the list whenever you type them in, too. That's a great.
Yeah, but if you're running an account and you've got keywords, how do you know which one's the best?
You see the ones that people are clicking on.
Right, in your campaigns, right?
Yes.
But how do you get that? You need to spend...
Oh, you spend tons of freaking money.
You got to spend money to figure out the best.
You got to figure out which ones are coming in, yeah.
So let me ask you a question. What would it be worth for you if you knew the top 10 highest converting keywords for our business?
Right off the bat, it would save so much money.
Yeah, I mean, what would be worth to you? You're gonna buy the top 10 keywords and the top ads and you knew the best, and you didn't have to figure out of the 1,000 keywords.
I pay thousands of dollars.
Yeah, I know, thousands of dollars.
Probably maybe more than that, tens of thousands.
Yeah. So here's the thing. I want to show you real quick right here. Here is my actual account, right? And I've spent right here. You can see it $3.5 million. And this is just one of my accounts. I have multiple different accounts. So $3.5 million. We've generated right here 34,000 leads, conversions, on an average of $82, actually $102 cost per lead. In that situation, we've had literally 39 million impressions.
Jeez.
And we've had almost 300,000 clicks. So I know what ads convert and what are the best keywords. Now, I put together a course, and I'm going to give it to you tonight. If you sign up and get REI chat leads, you will get my keywords and my entire setup for free, because you want to learn. You have to learn how to do pay-per-click advertising the right way. And I give you my campaigns. I give you the negative keywords. I give you the ads, and I give you the keywords. A 3.5 million spend, so you can save it. That alone is absolutely insane.
Incredible.
Worth the price of admission.
Big value.
But the bottom line is REI chat leads is a way, and I would not do pay-per-click advertising without this.
You're just wasting money. Leads are coming and you're not getting them.
Right. So now let's talk about what's the difference between REI chat leads and others.
Right.
Well, first off, you have to pay per lead with others.
That's correct.
You're going to have to pay per lead or pay per session, right? Do you have that?
Right.
Right? So do you have to pay per lead with REI chat?
No, not at all. Unlimited leads that come in.
Right. So do it yourself integration. What does that mean?
That means you have to man your own, basically, chat technology. They will provide that.
No, integration.
Oh yeah, for the integration, if you're going to do it yourself, imagine that. Imagine like having to go in, add a whole bunch of stuff together, APIs together, all that. That's takes forever.
So the question is this:
you have to be a developer.
Is number one, is it compatible with my website?
Yes.
Yes, right. It's compatible with all websites.
All the websites.
Is it compatible with to get my leads in my system?
Yes.
Yes, it's compatible, but it's a done for you instead of a self-integration. Now, I've signed up prior to, just to try to get a bot on my website, an AI bot, I was just playing with some stuff. And the integration was so difficult, I abandoned the whole thing and got a refund. So it was terrible.
Terrible.
Right, done for you integration. AI with live agents. So it's that unique
live person
unique combination that nobody else has. We've already looked, and it's a combination between the both. You must hire your own agents.
That's right. These other chat softwares, they have it where
again,
they call it live chat, but there's nobody behind it that's a live person.
Yeah, if you have to have 24/7 live, right? You need 4 people to man 24/7, and that's no breaks, right? Times, if you take someone they're going to work 40 hours a week.
Right.
Well, that's not 24/7. How many hours in a week is it, right? Yeah, well, let's say each
when one person
rep
goes to work,
the other one comes off. So 40 hours a week times even $10 an hour, that's $400
a day at least.
For one rep, that's a day.
Yeah.
Times 4 reps, that's $1,600 a day you're going to spend just to get 24-hour coverage in one day. Time 30 days. Wait a minute, that can't be right. Okay, 40 hours a week.
Yeah, let's just use 40.
Oh yeah. So that's right. I did time 30 days. So 1,600. You're talking about a week, right? That you have times 4 weeks. You're talking $6,400. It's
plus
going to cost
the training.
Right, to manage the AI.
Plus the chat software operator slots, each one. Right.
Right, and you got to pay for the chat because you pay on a per operator basis.
Right.
All right, so you must hire your own agents. Obviously, with REI Chat, you don't. It comes with it, and they are trained. Instant lead notification, bam. No hired agents required. Set and forget leads. You set it, and then there is zero after that. There's zero like tweaking or anything like that.
It's done.
There is Apple-like support, time-tested and proven AI converting script.
This script is worth its weight in gold.
Yeah, the scripting exactly what Corey, and it's the what if scenarios. If someone asks this, then say this. And that combines, and with the AI of the bot, right? Artificial intelligence, chat, GPT, putting that together along with a live agent creates this experience. And you got a highly trained AI team. Now, over here, you get a pay per session, you get a pay per agent. You must train the agents, right, to do that. And you don't have a live interaction person, to be able to do that. Right. So, and these are the results. I mean, these are actual my real-time results
in your own business.
In my own business of what we used it, and then because like I said, we don't do it. All right, so let's get into the meat and bones here. So Corey, tell me the story of how you came up with this and you found this gentleman with that has great relations with highly trained, basically a team of people,
right?
And you worked with him to create a staff that can manage the chat. And you kind of and that was over a year ago that you started building that relationship with him. And then you came out with this REI chat. What's the story behind that?
Yeah, the story, I mean, at the end of the day, whenever we're starting to spend money online, when you're going national, as you remember, COVID hit, and we had our business in Oklahoma, just around the Oklahoma City area, still doing around 100 deals or so a year. Was great, but we had COVID hit, and so we couldn't get in homes anymore. You know this.
Yeah.
And then what happened? All of a sudden we were like, well, we can't get in homes anymore, and we can't start, we can't buy homes, and we weren't really good at buying homes over the phone. We're like, what do we do? And so I came to you, and you already were ahead of the curve. Yeah. You was like, oh yeah, in Phoenix, the cost per lead went up to $500 a lead. I went national now, and so here's what we're doing. So when we looked at that, you remember talking about this. I was like, well, how much do you think what's gonna look like for my business to go national? Right. And you're like, well, you have to get good at pay-per-click. You have to really get good. And so that was your edge. Right. Your edge was figuring out, and obviously,
all the keywords, $3 million, it cost me a little.
That was your edge. And so whenever I started realizing that whenever someone comes to your website, that's the chance that you have to get them or you're gone. It's kind of like, it's called, like on social media, stop the scroll. Is whenever somebody sees something and it stops and they can actually click it. That's really what the REI chat is. It stops someone from bouncing because there's an interaction there. Now we had the streaming thing go on, but if you type in there in the link yourself, and you can see how fast
you can play with it yourself.
Up here. They ask you how things go. I mean, they really are doing a great job of going from transactional to relational, and then from there they capture all the information. So I knew at that point, once we realized that we can actually get 2 for 1, even sometimes 3 for 1 in terms of how many visitors that come to the site and how many people that we could actually keep, right, without bouncing. That was powerful, because now if I'm paying, $20 for a click or something, or $5 for a click even, right? Now, I'm not wasting money. I'm not wasting money. When someone comes there, they'll actually stick around because they're getting interaction. There's someone saying, hey, before you leave, hey, wait a minute. How can I help you, right? It's someone there in the mattress scenario, someone asking you how they can help. So from there, I looked around, and there was all these different chat bots, right? Mm-hmm. But they were very robotic. It was very like, if you say this, and it almost showed
it costs you a fortune to be able to do it, right?
It costs a lot of money. And so, it was like you click on a link, and then it goes to this other thing. It said, did you mean this? And you click on a link, it said, did you mean this? And it was obvious it wasn't real. It wasn't fluid. It wasn't like a live person. Once I realized that you could actually have a live person behind that chat, I knew at that point that I had something. I knew at that point that it could help people. I wanted to make sure we could test in our business first, which is why I brought it to you. Yeah. And then look at your results. Your results are alone at $300,000 difference between without chat and with chat. Right. Is crazy.
So talk about the scripting and what did that do? Because you had to map almost like a wireframe map of all these different scenarios, and you built it in the back end of this chat. So you put all these wireframe scenarios. Yeah. put them all, and then you had to build them in and then test them based upon actual real life response that you did.
Right. Yeah. And so at the end of the day, we started with really bad questions. Right. And then we started out with too many questions, right? You can almost get too many questions. We've got to a place now where the iteration is just perfect.
Right.
I mean, it's just the highest conversion that we think we can possibly get from the testing. And it really does. I mean, you imagine how much money you have to spend to test lots of, thousands of people coming to your site essentially, and then figuring out which ones to capture them.
Yeah. Right. So you've been using it for about a year.
Yeah, a little over a year.
Yeah, a little over a year. And your results have been
awesome. Incredible.
Yeah. So give me some ideas of some of like what that looks like.
Yeah. So for us, I mean, it was one of the things I was showing you. I was like, Sean, we had 5 leads come in today, and 3 of them were from chat, and then, or we had 12 leads come in today because we're paying for leads, and 7 of them were chat, right? Because whenever you're targeting different areas, especially like hot markets like Los Angeles, right, or something like that, you might pay $200-300 cost per lead. That's a lot of money. Can you imagine a cost per lead?
Yeah.
At $300
or more,
right? So one extra one of those is 600. I mean, you're saving a ton of money by doing that, right? Right. So I knew that, especially in the hot areas, really understanding, what that cost per lead is and how we can basically squeeze more of the orange to get more of the juice was going to make all the difference.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Look at just having a conversation. Let's just see it. Let's see what comes back.
That's Mary. See a different.
Yeah.
rep?
So I'm basically giving her a little hassle on that. And I know how soon you're looking to sell your property. Obviously ASAP. Right. So you can mess with them right here, and they'll come back with good answers. Sure. You know what I mean? That comes in. But what they'll do is they'll stay on point.
They stay on point because they have to stay on point, because that's where the AI and where the response comes back from the live person. They're pushing you to make sure they get your name, your phone number, your address. They want to make sure before you bounce.
And look at they're coming on. How much do you think it's worth? I'm going to say 1.2 million.
1.2 million
on there. And you know what's cool about it is that
I'll make a note of it. Can you share the complete address of the price? She's staying on point.
Yeah, she's staying on point right here. And I'm gonna kill it from here. I'm gonna kill the chat from here. All right, so so that's just a little fun, and you guys can go to that link, House Kings Home Buyers, right?
Yeah.
Go there, play around with it, just see how it works when it comes to the chat feature. And you'll see that you can ask it questions. You can try to stump it, and stuff like that. But these, like I said, it's AI. It's a wireframe mapped out along with real live people. All right. So how do you get this? How do you get this thing on your site, right? How do you get this thing? How do you get going? How do you get this on here? So with that, your team has only basically opened up 100 licenses, right?
Yes.
Why? Why can't you do 1 million? Why can't you have everybody and their brother have this?
You have to understand, this is not just AI by itself. It's a live person behind it. So imagine a room full of live people, right?
You only can handle so much.
I can only handle so much.
Right. So he basically has now opened to the public. I got him to say, you've got to share this with my people there, and he's basically opened up 100 licenses for that to be able to happen. All right, so if you go to Get REI Chat, get the REI Chat. Now hang on before you go there, because I'm going to give you something special that's you're going to absolutely love, plus that. So unlimited chat leads, which is huge, 24/7 live lead qualifier.
Yes.
Done for you integration, chatbot install. All you got to do is paste the code on your website.
It's super simple.
Direct push to your CRM of choice. Any CRM is integratable. Back-end lead management system. If you don't have a CRM, custom look and feel, you can have your logo and person on there. No additional fees. So explain no additional fees.
Yeah. So all these other services, which we have some of the top 5 of the bot. Yeah. So all these other services, they charge additional fees for sessions. They charge additional fees for another operator. They charge another additional fee, for another technology you want to add. Some of them even charge for integration. Right. So you don't have any additional fees whatsoever with this.
Yep. So that's it's a $19.97. That is the retail value right there of selling that retail value. but getreichat.com. All right, so bonus number one, we're going to do a live Zoom session with Corey and I. We're going to really get into the leads in what we're doing, what we're saying to them, how we're getting deals done and everything like that.
That'll be great.
I do monthly live coaching calls every single month. I get on with the members of Flip to Freedom. I'm inviting all of Corey's people from REI Chat to be a part of with it. So, and I'm constantly talking about deals and what's going on and all sorts of stuff. Now, this is a bonus because I know if someone doesn't know how to do pay-per-click advertising, and you're doing cold calling, you're doing texting, you're doing another medium to get leads, maybe it be a medium to get leads, and maybe it's like direct mail, and you've never really got online before, this right here is the best course you can buy on the planet right now when it comes to how to set up correctly campaigns and using a broad basis mentality on how to structure. I helped you set up your campaigns.
Yes. It made all the difference
right?
in the
I've
world.
helped tons of people basically set up their campaigns, and there are tons of people that bought this course. Now, here's the thing. Now that I know what I know, I would highly recommend having a bot. I wouldn't want to do pay-per-click advertising without this live interaction person with the bot technology.
You lose so
and
much
AI
money
technology.
just bouncing leads.
Yeah, because you're bouncing leads. The leads are way. I mean, I can go over it again, but it's just insane. So if we look at this right here,
and I'll say this too: Sean does not give away. Sean does not give away, that. Sean does not give away that pay-per-click secrets.
No.
So I asked him to give that to you. A part of it, because it's so integral, right? If you're running online marketing, you need to know how to do it, and that course is awesome.
Well, the bottom line is if you're not driving traffic to your website, you might be doing SEO, you might be doing a blogs or stuff like that to drive traffic.
You need traffic.
It's the fastest way. And within that, it also shows you how to integrate with Bing as well. So you have the ability to drive traffic from multiple different channels, which is amazing. And it allows you to get better leads. So imagine, we reduced our lead cost over that time frame, $66,000 because the leads were incredibly quality. All right, so here, REI Chat's a $1997 value, Apple-like support with the chat integration on your site, proven time-tested AI scripting. That alone is pretty pricey, right? And it's and why we call it $19,500 because it took a year
12
to
months.
test the actual scripting on that site to be able to get that work. So you tested for a year, and guess what? And you made it better.
Iterations.
And you took out stuff.
Iterations.
And you added scripting to it. And you changed it. But if you look at the back end, it would be like, it'd be like this wireframe of all these things put into this AI with live people, which is insane. So that's why obviously it's that ridiculously. The value is that $19.97 for the session sequence. Live coaching call, monthly coaching call with Sean. PBC secrets. Now, again, how much?
3.2 million.
Yeah, 3.5 million.
I would say it's worth more than 20 grand.
To find out the best
Just
keywords,
the negative keywords,
the best ads, and the best campaign structure.
Just the negative keywords, right?
Yeah, actually 4 things: negative keywords, campaign structure, best keywords, and best ads.
Worth way more than 20 grand.
Yeah,
way
because literally you use that structure. Let's put it this way: there's a group out of Dallas. Just on that
showing me that
structure.
today.
Yeah. Oh, killing it.
Drop their cost per lead.
Yeah. Drop their cost per lead. For $429 to $95.
After you tweak their account.
After we tweaked their account, and they've got more deals in the pipeline than they've ever had. Right. And their average deal size is 50, 90, 80. It's like insane.
Yes.
Which is amazing. All right. So that's why that is valued at that number. PPC calculator live bonus session with Corey and Sean. All right, so now this is a double-decker guarantee. That makes me kind of hungry.
I'm so hungry.
We haven't eaten dinner yet. So
Meatball.
that's a double-decking guarantee. So here's the thing. We want to completely take the risk off you, right? If this does not work, you have absolutely nothing to lose. You don't lose any money. So here's the guarantee that Corey says, right? Double your leads or get your money back.
What better can you have? Right?
Double your leads or get your money back.
Right. What's a lead worth to you? Right.
Yeah,
right.
double your leads or get your money back. And all the risk is on actually him. He's totally cool with that. GetREIChat.com.
I'm so confident that this is going to change the way that you do business. That's why I'm confident that you can double your leads or you can get your money back. It's just almost, there's no way that you cannot double your leads because if you're having any kind of online traffic coming to your website right now, they're bouncing. At least 50%, upwards of 70% of people are bouncing, and you're paying for that traffic. They might be very good sellers that came there, but you didn't raise your hand. You didn't say, how can I help you, right? Because you didn't have a live chat. You didn't have a live rep, and you didn't have the AI scripting behind it that's going to pull them in and get the information so you can follow up with them, or they can give you that information right now. So doubling your leads is actually not hard at all, and that's why I'm super confident we can offer that for them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So here's the thing: is that when we looked at pricing for this, so you've got to cover your back end people,
right?
You've got to cover your whole team that's managing those people. You got to cover the actual servers that these are on and being able to manage the software that was developed to manage it and integrate it. You have to develop all that's going to push and integrate with the CRM.
Right. It's not just one person.
It's not just one person behind the thing. You got to basically, and you have a whole backend platform we haven't even talked about yet.
Yes.
That comes with it, which is amazing. But you have to pay for that, manage that. You have developers on site that are developing and doing this. So when basically it came to you and said, hey, listen, this thing's worth, $3,000, or more, basically put it out to market for $3,000. I was like, listen, we can't put it out for $3,000, so we can't do that. Right. So I said, what about $19.99? It said, yes, okay, we'll put it out for $19.99, and I convinced you to do it when it's fully out, when it's going out to market full, right?
So basically, we want testimonials right now.
Right, we want testimonials.
We want people that can use it, get awesome results, and because of that, because you're in the first 100, and those spots are going to fly, I promise you, with all the response that we got, you are going to have an amazing discount, discount.
So it's not retail. So essentially, it's $797. And the service is $199 a month. $797 at $199 a month. And here's the thing, right here.
Full-time live rep, 24/7 working for you.
Yeah, you get 60% off the retail value of $19.97. 60% off if you use this code right here. And the number one reason he's doing, go to getreichat.com, use chat60 coupon code. You get 60% off the retail value of $19.97 for the purpose of this, and we want your testimonial. We want your testimonial. We want these 100 people to use it. We want your testimonial.
Talk about this,
and
John.
for
this
that,
is awesome. This
right here, you will get your $797 reimbursed, and your tuition will be free. So you can come in. So yes, all you got to do is send a video testimonial within 6 months of your purchase, along with proof, your chat transcript, and the HUD. And we will send you your $797 to license fee.
Simple to do.
License fee.
Yes.
And you will you'll have no license fee, which will mean you get basically, and you get to use this AI to go to Get to REI Chat. And if you do that right here, and you're part of the 100 light, that's why there's only 100.
It's gonna fly.
And those 100,
fly off the shelf.
100 at getreichat.com, getreichat.com. Make sure you use the coupon code chat60, get REI Chat. You get 60% off the $19.97, which is the value after we get to 101 is $19.97.
We're raising it back up.
This right here has a code to it, and once the 101st person signs up,
it will not work.
It will not work.
That's
right.
Correct.
It shuts down. Literally, you can put a number in our back-end system that codes to 100 for chat 60, right? And that's it. And if you use that, and otherwise it becomes obsolete. So if you go to the website and it doesn't work, that means
the 100's gone. Yeah.
The 100's gone. So that's $797, $199 a month, which is amazing for unlimited leads.
Unlimited leads.
You don't have to pay per lead.
No session, not per
No
lead.
session, no pay per lead, no other hidden thing. That's it. And you have it. It's yours. You can use PayPal credit and get signed up. It's a $47,000, $980 value, 60% off. Get REI Chat leads. So here's the thing. Right? If you go to, let me go to this page right here. And if you go here to this page right here, if you go to Get REI Chat and you go here, you'll land on this page. If you need any help, you can reach out to help at help at flip2freedom.com. You can call Chelsea on there. She's 9 to 5, Monday through Friday. Leave a message. If she doesn't pick up, she will call you back if you have any issues whatsoever. But you will get all this, the chat, unlimited chat, easy integration, live one-day training, PPC Secrets course, monthly coaching calls, Apple-like support. You can use PayPal credit. And the retail value right here, we're selling it basically for $19.97, and you got to put in your coupon code, which is what again?
Chat 60.
So chat 60, and we put that, and a discount applied of $1,200.
Awesome.
And now it's $797. So this discount of $1,200 is only good for 100 people. That's it, right? It's only good for the first 100 people. And once that's gone, it's gone. You can, yes, use PayPal credit, but you will get a $1,200 discount on this using this coupon code right now, and you'll be able to get it installed. Now, let's talk about installation.
Right.
Because you do have a team behind you. It's not a submit, press, and you get installation, right? What happens? So tell me about the time frame. What happens with installation so people know?
We really done our best to be able to set up where you get 24-hour. That's the earliest they want to get people set up is within 24 hours. It could go as far as 72,
right?
But that's really, you're going to be in a log. You're going to be in a queue.
Right.
So 24 hours is our goal to get you set up, but it could go to 72 hours.
Yeah, so the bottom line is the faster you sign up, the quicker you're going to be in the queue, and the quicker you're going to be in there to get your chat set up, integrated with your CRM, integrated with your website, so you can start, because you're wasting money not having this on.
That's absolutely correct.
Right, if you're sending leads and they're bouncing off because you have a dead website, and it's not alive, it's not someone greeting you at the front door. Imagine you go up to a house and you ring the doorbell, right?
Nobody came to the door.
And nobody comes to the door. It's empty.
Just keep ringing.
Just keep ringing. Or you walk into
a store. Walk away.
You walk into a storefront and there's nobody there to greet you. You walk into a restaurant and the place, no one's greeting you. Have you ever walked into like a deli?
Walk out.
You walk into a deli, right? You walk into a deli and nobody's there.
Yeah.
Right? You walk in, nobody's there. No one's at the deli, no food, right? No one's greeting you, right? You're going, what the heck? That's what happens when people go to your website. Yeah. Now they go, it pops up, hey, how can I help you? And now guess what? Now you have a conversation with someone, which is amazing.
Awesome.
So go to getreichat.com, getreichat.com. Make sure you use the coupon code right here, chat60. You'll get a $1,200 discount off this for the purpose that we want your testimonial, right? Within 6 months. We even give 6 months.
That's forever. Literally. It's for a long time to do a deal.
Right? Long time. All you gotta do is send the chat transcript right there and the HUD proving that you can close the deal. We'll literally send you $797.
And if they don't double their leads within 30 days, double it, right?
Yeah.
You got that slide there? You also get a refund.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a no-brainer. There is really no risk that's involved here. You are going to see for yourself how awesome this is. If you're driving online traffic, you have traffic, people are coming to your site, you are missing them. They are walking away. They're ringing the doorbell. No one's coming to greet them. They're going to the diner. No one's coming up to ask them if they want to sit here or wherever. It's because you're losing them. There's no interaction. This is what is needed right now to market to the next level, especially with AI, to make sure you combine the two with the live chat and the AI to be able to serve you. Yeah.
Yep. All right. So people ask, where do I get my free tool? Go down here and go to where's my free gift? Go down here. There's frequently asked questions.
Yep.
Oh, here we go. Sorry. There's frequently asked questions. Go to getreichat.com, getreichat.com. Go down here, and you can click this link right here. And what will happen is you will be able to download, or actually click this link right here. You'll be able to download the free gift that we promised you. You get that. And here's all these frequently asked questions, some testimonials of some of our students, 100% guaranteed. If you absolutely don't love it and absolutely think it's incredible, you will get a refund. We're not here about, I don't promote or sell things that don't work. RBP, he created RBP.
Works.
I use it every single day in our business. We're doing deals now. Other wholesalers are not doing well.
Right.
Right. I know they're not doing. I mean,
They're getting dragged.
you're kind of giving me a little
Right, I
hint, but
know.
not the full
Yeah.
story. That you're going to a mastermind next week, and people are struggling. People are nervous.
Concerned, right.
People are concerned of what's going on because cash buyers have stopped buying now. Right. So you need an edge to get leads at a lower cost, a better deal, higher lead, lower leads per deal, which is quality, to get quality leads. And you got to be able to do that at an effective cost that makes sense. And this is it. Honestly, I mean, this is it. I use it in my business. I mean, there's proof.
Once you go chat, you don't go back.
Yeah.
I mean, once you go chat, you do not go back. I'm telling you, this is the next stage for your business.
Yeah,
it really is.
I mean, they're just leads come in 125, 135, 150. A lot of people you find that don't know want 160, 182. You know what I mean? These are just leads.
You have the whole transcript as well.
107, what's it worth? 160, 60 and 90 days. You get the whole transcript. Everything that's said on the property is emailed to you, and it goes directly in your CRM. And some people want more, some people want less. You know what I mean? 70, and 103, 109. Keep going. Right? Doesn't know. You know what I mean? Like that. 580, 589, 300, 50 to 60,
and this
68.
is email that's just coming through.
Yeah,
as a notification.
435, 16, 370, 500, 200, 250, 185, 215. Now you wouldn't see this. 6 months to a year ago. People want retail. Right. People want retail. All right. So now make sure you go to getreichat.com, getreichat.com if you go there. And if you go to getreichat.com, there we go. You'll land on here, getreichat.com. And you got this, right? Make sure you put your coupon code
Chat60.
Chat60. You go to Chat60.
It's right at the top too.
Yep, it's right at the top too. Chat60, and you'll be able to get 60% off the retail price.
Awesome.
Right there. It's
awesome for you.
$19.97, 60% off, $7.97 for Get REI Chat leads. All right. Now, so this is you got basically 100 licenses. That we're going to do. Once 100 licenses is gone, that coupon code will not work, right? So we basically get that. So, all right, so let's go to some questions. Can you read those questions off on there?
Yeah, there's some on here. It's like, okay, this goes on your landing page. Right, if you have a website, right, there's 3 different types of situations. One, you have no CRM.
Well, first off, you have a website. That's easy. There's a little code that goes on your website and it pops up.
Easy.
Right? And that pops up, all the transcripts go in directly into your CRM, right? Now, the sooner you sign up, the sooner you get in the queue, but it'll take minimum 24 up to 72 hours to get you fully integrated online.
Yes.
Right? Now, if 100 people sign up right now, then your partners are going to be, a little scrambling, but they're going to hustle 24/7.
Right in a day. Yeah.
Right. They'll wait.
We had a lot of people interested in this product.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So why are PPC ads so expensive if you're running them in such small markets?
Because what do you mean so expensive? Like, what do you mean? I mean, expensive is like what's expensive? Like the cost per lead is not expensive, right? If you compare it to other channels, it's not expensive. So I spend more to generate more leads. We generate, 150, 200 leads a week for my team, right? So I'm spending more to generate more leads because I have a whole sales team of people, and we get them, each sales rep, about 20 leads a week.
Yeah. Can this work on Facebook marketing? Absolutely, it can. We're focusing a lot on Google pay-per-click right now, but Facebook is making some changes. Before, actually a couple of years ago, it wasn't that effective for us to be able to drive motivated sellers from there, people that actually wanted to sell. But in the last 6 months or so, they have been making a lot of changes. And the bottom line is, anybody that comes to your website right now, you want to have a bot on. You want to have a chat person on there that can actually greet them.
Right.
Yeah. So you want to work with Facebook? Absolutely. We're focusing heavily on Google pay-per-click right now.
Yeah, Google. You can do that. You can do that, and actually you'll get a better quality lead that comes through with that, which would be good. Yeah, Yep. Okay, what else?
Let's see. How many websites can I put this on? You can put it on as many as you want. I mean, at the end of the day, it's per business when you sign up. So you sign up for your business, you can put this chat on your website.
Well, isn't it for each website? It's you pay per website.
Right. It's for your business, for the website. Right. What I'm focusing on.
Well,
is
I want you're clear on that because I don't know.
If they have one website, right?
Right.
And they want to have on 4 websites, they have to pay for 4 websites.
Right. So basically, it's one domain. So if you have 5 domains,
one domain
under my company, but I have 5 domains
per domain, yes.
Then it's per domain because you have to integrate each domain and put in the code and stuff like that. And integrate one.
Yeah.
So
the
it's
assumption is
so it's
your
essentially
business has one website, but you have multiple sites.
It's a per domain basis to be able to do that. I want to make sure we're clear on that.
Yep. Do I need RBP? You don't need RBP, but I tell you, if you don't have it right now, you're losing money. And the great thing about this program is it's really
well. The thing is, RBP means if you have to sell to cash buyers.
Retail. Well, if you don't use RBP, which is retail buyer profits, you're going to be selling to cash buyers.
Or you have to get it so low to sell to cash buyers. But I showed that.
Well, in your group right now, your mastermind, how many people are using RBP, and the ones that aren't using RBP, what's the difference?
Yeah, the guys using RBP are killing it, and the guys that aren't are struggling. Like that people that are using RBP are knocking out the price. Like, I just did an interview. You can go to my YouTube channel with Stephen Kaiser. It's part of our group that just closed on a $474,000 deal. Now he listed it. It was to a cash buyer, but what a great thing.
Yeah.
All right. So, ladies, okay. What is the difference from this and Script and Twilio?
Twilio is really designed for texting.
Yeah, Twilio integrates with texting platforms like Batch, right? And then you can send text out completely different, right? There's texting and there's driving traffic to a website and giving and having a person on the website greet your visitor, right? And then work with them to get information out to turn into a lead.
Right.
Right, what else? What's it say?
What's one? On your mobile site, chat takes over the whole screen. Is there a way to leave it minimized until someone clicks on the chat widget?
Yes.
Yeah, you can minimize it.
Yeah. So people can turn around, you can minimize it like this and see the little person right there. Oh, maybe, here I go. Put it on my screen. Yeah. So I just minimized it, right? And they can come here.
There.
Pops back up, and they can turn around and they can minimize it, and it works great on mobile, by the way.
Yeah, it looks awesome.
Yeah, and then their little faces right here, you can see their face right here. So you're sitting there and you're scrolling, and now what happens if I go? I think you have a different page. If I go to About Us, right? If I go to About Us right here, guess what? And it continues the chat. It continues the chat conversation right there. It remembers the chat. So what if there's a little guy, House Kings guy, and if I go to maybe how it works, right? 4-step process. Hey, there's chat right there. I can minimize her if I want. I can come back and I can continue the conversation, which is cool.
Yes, and that's why it's important that you have one per domain. Yeah.
Right, because it's going to go on every one of the pages. All right, so what other questions we got?
Let's see. I cannot scroll on.
All right, I just imagine one lead channel that cost. I mentioned is not including other channels. The PPC is killing us. No one has enough money just to throw it away at bouncing leads. That's frustrating. Yeah,
no, it's crazy.
Yeah, and I totally get that. But the thing is that when you are running PPC, there's 2 things behind PPC, right? There's getting that quality lead from PPC, and you're spending money on PPC. Now, I know people that spend money on PPC. I know I spend money on PPC, and I spend millions of dollars on PPC, and I wouldn't do it if there wasn't a massive return.
Right.
But there's the component of who's calling the lead. How are they making offers? Are they good at their job? Right. You got to be good at your job.
Yeah, you don't want to kill a lead.
I can take someone and I can just generate a bunch of leads for them. And if they don't know what they're doing, they don't know how to make offers, and they don't understand following up, they don't understand the business, right? Then I don't care how many leads you generate, you're going to suck, right? It's just the way it is.
Right.
So obviously you got to know how to do the business. Do you recommendation for websites if we don't have one? Yes. So there is websites right there. So if there is either A, you have a website, or B, you don't have a website, right? Or C, you don't have a website or a CRM, we can help you with that and refer you to companies that you can get a website up online so you can get going. Website marketing, having a website, this is the best way to get the highest quality leads coming into your business, now especially with this. And I said, if you look at any of my past history, the best lead you can get in this business as a real estate wholesaler is a phone call from a motivated seller from Google Ads, or pay-per-click advertising. The second best is a form fill. Now that has changed. Over the last, since November 9th, the best lead you can get is a chat lead off Google advertising that goes in. The second is phone call. The third is a form fill. Yep, so that has definitely changed. I have a coupon code for you. Okay, cool.
Here's one. Basically, when they sign up, they're going to need to, they go into a portal, right?
Yep.
They go into a portal and they basically just submit your information right there. So you already have a website. It's super simple. When you sign up, it walks you right through. It just says, here's a link. You put in your information. The integration starts immediately.
Yep. So here it is. Make sure you put your coupon code in there, and it is there we go. There we go. It's chat60. Chat60. Go there, and you'll be able to get your $1,200 discount from the retail price. The reason, again, we're doing this is because we are looking for testimonials. You send us a video within 6 months of purchase with proof from a chat transcript and a HUD, we will refund the $797. Now, that's why he's only accepting 100 licenses at this time, at this introductory offer price.
It will go up to $1997.
It will go up to $1997 after we get 100,
Yep.
and we have testimonials. Once we have incredible testimonials with people, I know it's going to work for everybody.
The value is total. I mean, if you double your lead count, just double it by yourself, imagine what that's going to do to your deals.
Yep.
Your
GetREIChat.com.
Your close deals, your deal size. I mean, it's all just going to get better.
Yep. You go here, GetREIChat.com, and you will be able to get started, get a $1,200 discount. Any other questions?
Joe had a good one. He said, if he had 100 visits last week to a site, only 5 converted to a form fill. So imagine that. You have 5 people that actually filled something out at 100, right? And where did the 95 go?
Yeah. Where did the 95 go? Yeah.
Right? They bounced. They bounced because you didn't have anybody welcoming them, asking them the right questions, and getting them engaged in the conversation. Because I promise you, they came to your site for a reason. Most of them came to your site because they were interested in selling their property. And some of them were kicking tires, but most of them, they're interested in selling their property. You just need to welcome them, ask them how you can help them.
Yep. So if you go here on chat, if you're on the chat here and you guys are watching the chat, if you scroll down, you'll be able to see right here, click on here to get started. Here's all the information about that. You got live interactive people that are behind this. There's Corey's website. You can check out information. It integrates with Freedom Logic,
all the
FreedomSoft, MailChimp, WordPress, Wix, Zapier, OnCarrot, which is great. Plus, you get PPC secrets for free along with this as well to get you online. Here's some incredible stories from some people that have got started in the business that's cranking it out. So this is everything at GetREIChat.com, GetREIChat.com, and that is pretty darn cool. Any other questions we have here?
The coupon code is chat60.
Yep, go to
chat60, and it's right on the page too, right there.
Chat60 right there, Chat60, it's on the page, GetREIChat.com. All right, so super excited, glad everybody was here. Greatly appreciate it. This was so much fun doing a little live demo. Sorry, we had a little delay there when it comes to the streaming.
Well, you have how many? We had like almost 2,000 people registered, so you're gonna have a lot of people.
Yeah.
On your
so it's a lot of fun. We had multiple different channels on here that were hitting the websites and stuff. So but you can test it yourself off hours, off the thing, and you just have fun with it and see the leads coming in, see how the conversation goes. And now just imagine if that was on your website.
Absolutely.
You were using it, how many leads you would get. I already showed you proof, I already showed you in the numbers. And it's an absolute
game changer.
No brainer. That too.
Game
All right,
changer,
guys.
no-brainer.
Thank you very much. Take care. God bless.
God bless you guys.